Hello, everybody, and welcome to this minisode of the Calypso Cigar Review Podcast. I'm Brandon Luna.
Randy Rankin.
And we are at the Calypso Cigar Shop and Lounge once again.
In Richardson, Texas.
Beautiful Richardson, Texas.
Richardson, Texas.
And today we're doing something that they don't carry here, but was given to us while on our trips to the road.
On the road.
On the road.
Yeah, we went to the road.
To the road. We looked at it a little bit, and we're like,
I've been here before.
Yeah, I've been to the road. Nothing great about the road.
The road.
But and we've forgotten who gave this to us, unfortunately.
I know.
Because he goes so many freaking shops.
I know. Thank you, whoever
it was that gave it to us, yeah. But it is the Tatuaje Tattoo TAA Exclusivo. The official title of this is the Tatuaje 10 Grand Chasseur TAA 2013. Okay. It is Nicaraguan from the My Father's Cigars factory.
Nice.
Ecuadorian Habano wrapper. Nicaraguan binder and filler at 6 3/8 by 54, a Toro Grande.
A big Toro.
Big Toro, big fat Toro.
And I'm going to cut using our Monte Cristo cigar scissor donated to us by Eddie Gavito.
Very leathery on the smell.
I saw Eddie Gavito's brother yesterday.
Did you?
Yep.
Which one?
Jerry.
Jerry? Okay. Yeah. Well, does he have more than one?
I was going to say,
I
know of.
Yeah, it's Jerry. I'm always thinking of Junior, but Junior's not his brother. That's his brother's son.
Yeah.
Junior.
I've never met Junior.
Never met Junior. Junior's cool. Oh, I didn't ask you. When you went, were they doing the thing?
I know they haven't started yet.
They haven't
He's
started
still
the
trying
thing?
to figure out what he's going to do there.
So cold draw is a little bit chocolatey.
Mine was chocolatey.
A little bit of earthiness.
Mine seems a tad dry.
Dirty, earthy.
That's my fault if it is dry.
And no. Oh, I saved it.
Nude.
I almost dropped it. No, I hurt the foot a little. It does have a closed foot, so I knocked a little bit off the little wind out of the foot there.
It was a closed foot.
It's still closed-ish.
Close to being closed.
Yep. And I did not use the scissors. I used my punch. Because I'm just used to doing that now. That's what I've been doing. Ever since I started using a slider, it's punch. Do you have a preference?
I'm a cut now. I used to be a punch guy. Smaller ring gauges, I think a punch works fine. Yeah,
Working fine here, buddy.
Mine's a hair dry.
A hair dryer? Well, this is a mini-sode, so we've already wasted 4 minutes. And we've
without saying anything.
Yeah.
We haven't said a word.
Well, we had like a minute and a half of
there's
intro that was me looking up shit.
Because we don't have Cigar Date Nate because he's being a loser.
Doing nerd talk with his friends or something. Yeah.
No, not nerds. Nerd. Mm-hmm. I don't know the other guys. They might be cool. We just know Nate.
Yeah. I just hear nerd in the corner. So I'm
That
assuming
was
they're all nerds.
funny you mentioned that. I was watching an episode of Frasier last night.
Mm-hmm.
And Eddie
Netflix?
the dog. Yeah, Eddie the dog was depressed. And so Marty wanted to call in a dog psychiatrist.
Yeah.
And so Niles and the three of them were arguing. Dogs only know their name, blah, 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 blah. So they show the thing from Eddie's point of view, and all you hear is blah, 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 Eddie. Blah, 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 Eddie. Mm-hmm. So a little bit later, Marty asks a psychological question. So Niles and Fraser start talking. So you hear, blah, 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 Dad. That's all you heard. It's funny.
That's good stuff.
That's what we're hearing.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, yeah. That's the way that conversation's going.
Yes, exactly.
And we are pairing today with some pig snot.
Pig snot.
You were calling
Pig's
it.
nose. Pig's snot.
Pig's nose. You were calling it pig snot.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a nice
Is that because
name.
you had a bad run-in with it?
No,
recently?
it just sounded like a funny name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know you guys were drinking it the other day. I saw. He's like, "Come over." I'm like, "No."
No, we were drinking good shit. Actually, we weren't drinking good shit. We were drinking expensive shit.
That wasn't good?
No. And I'm not calling you out, Kirk, because you are very knowledgeable in Scotch, but that Aberlour, I did not like it. Neither one of us liked it at all. It tasted like campfire Scotch.
Very peaty? Smoky and peaty?
Smoky beyond belief. I've never had a smokier Scotch. I don't know which Aberlour it was. Might not be the one that Kirk recommended, but anyway.
I don't know.
We switched to, what did we switch to?
Pig's nose.
It probably was Pig's nose.
Yeah, because I saw a bottle of that and then something else. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, we had a fun night.
Good to know.
We were sitting on the patio smoking a cigar and drinking Scotch and listening to the Elton John channel on Pandora.
Oh, yeah.
So it plays other people in Elton John.
Yeah.
But it was a good mix. I mean, you got a lot
Have you heard you don't have Sirius. Bernie
Taupin. I want to see
has a radio show on
I know, and I've heard good
it's
things
really
about
cool.
it. I've heard really good things
really
about
cool. I listened to it on the way somewhere.
Yeah.
And I was enjoying that. It was very cool. I was like, man, Randy would like this.
You know, John Lytle, who isn't an Elton John fan, listens to that show all the time. He loves it. I need to start. Yeah, I need to find that. Is it
Yeah,
on
'cause
iTunes?
he plays a lot of his old records. He's got like
Yeah.
really cool records and stuff.
You know, he
it's
did a
on-
couple albums.
It's on Sirius. Yeah.
That sucks.
So it's cool. So right now, right off the bat, first third here, a lot of earth, a lot of leather. That
Definitely has that cocoa.
There's a cocoa there, yeah. It's more of like a dark chocolate cocoa. It's not real like a buttery cocoa or anything like that. It's just like a dark chocolate cocoa. Very, very Tatuaje. I mean, when you think of Tatuajes, this is kind of the classic Tatuaje
Their profile.
flavor profile.
Yeah,
It's earthy
absolutely.
and cocoa-y, and yeah, it's got it.
Oh shit! And an ember go into my scotch. Ah.
So, have you run in your travels? Have you run into very many TAA stores?
A few.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not as many as I thought.
I found out that a store that I didn't go to in one of my trips is a TAA store, so I need to go to that store. I totally did not know it was TAA, and it was kind of out of the way, and I'd seen a lot of shops that day. I needed to start heading back, but now I know that it's a TAA store, so I will be going.
Yep. You know, I'll say one thing about this job, and we try not to do rep talk, but sometimes it kind of bleeds into it. But I have really enjoyed traveling and seeing new things I haven't seen
I like
before.
your pictures. I like your pictures of the things you see on the road. That's pretty cool.
I'm digging that, and I only do that when if I'm trying to get somewhere for an appointment, I don't do it. And it kills me because a lot of times that's when you see some of the best stuff. Like, oh man, that's cool. I should stop and take a picture of that.
Right,
but I can't. But when I'm like, you know, I'm just at the end of my day and I've got to travel to the next city, I'll stop and take some pictures on the way. And I've never been one for taking any kind of landscapes or anything. But man, I'm digging taking those pictures of those old abandoned places and just broken stuff.
If you're coming off on 20 out of Fort Worth, have you seen that? It's this hill, and it's got this huge stone shape of Texas on it in red, white, and blue.
Oh yeah.
And I've seen it before, but yesterday must have been because of the weather being so nice. There were like cars. There were like 40 people getting their picture made on this thing.
Oh,
yesterday,
wow.
and I had never seen that before.
That's
I'd
cool.
seen the thing. I just hadn't seen people taking pictures.
Yeah, it's like
Usually,
you always see people at the Sam Houston thing.
yeah, exactly.
But
Now, I'm thinking, why are they doing it now? Why don't they do it when the bluebonnets bloom? That would be the ultimate time to get your picture taken there.
no kidding, yeah, that'd be way cool.
You don't know the bluebonnet is the state flower of Texas.
Yep, and you
It's a
pick it
weed.
and you
It's a
die.
weed. Yeah,
You
you do. They will kill
die.
you. They will kill you.
What is it not? It's not penalty of death, but it's like it's. You
It's
get
a
some-
fine. It's
It is a fine.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a $250 fine or something like that. I think per flower that you have plucked.
They're kind of pretty, but they're not
Yeah, they're-
anything special.
They attract a lot of bees. I know that when
Yeah,
I
they
tried to
do.
take pictures of my kids and they were like, "No," I'm like, don't swat at the bees. All my wasp friends are back. That's
Oh, are
fun.
they? That's
yeah,
nice.
you know,
The
I
one that
keep
stung the
telling
crap
myself
out of you?
that I'm going to fill those. You know, you got these weep holes in the house where the water's supposed to come out if you have any kind of leak.
Yeah.
I keep telling myself I'm going to, you know, stuff some. There's a stuff you can get in there that's like a mesh material that the water can still go through, but it prevents things from getting in there. And I always tell myself I'm going to do that in the winter before it gets to spring, and I never do.
You
and
always
now,
forget.
I always forget. And now I was going to the backyard trying to smoke a cigar the other day. Wasp. I'm like, you son of a bitch. I was so pissed. I sprayed one with Ozium.
Yeah.
It died right away.
Nice.
I was going to spray the inside of the back of my car, and he was like, and I was like, psst. He was like, boom, dead.
Boom,
I'm like,
dead.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know it's illegal to kill bees and wasps?
What?
You have to have a license. You have to be an exterminator.
Well, I don't give a shit.
and I
hate
don't
those
understand
things.
if that's the case, and why do they sell wasp spray?
Well,
at
bees, I can, like honeybees, I can see because they, you know,
They're creative.
They make
something.
honey, and we like honey. But, you know, and they actually are kind
Do
of
we like
extinct a
honey?
little bit. I love honey. Honey's great.
I know. I like liquid honey. I don't like that cream honey. Have you ever had that?
It's might be something else than
comes-
that honey than you're thinking.
No, it comes in a tub like a butter dish.
Yeah.
You know, like a butter thing.
I don't think
And
I've had
it's-
that.
You scoop it, and it's like,
That
it's
sounds
weird.
gross.
I know, it
That
is.
sounds gross.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's more
My
than
grandmother
just
made me a peanut
bee
butter and
puking.
honey sandwich one time.
Yeah.
And that's what she put on it. And I'm like, what the?
A peanut butter banana sandwich with drizzled honey on it, that's the thing of beauty right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Put some bacon on it, and that's the Elvis Presley special.
Have you, you know what I used to do? Pile a bunch of peanut butter in a bowl, and pour maple syrup over it,
Oh, God.
and mix it up. That is good shit, though,
Oh,
man.
no,
It is
man.
good stuff. My grandmother said that was a treat. That was the one treat that they were allowed to have when she grew up. Or she grew up in the,
I've
in the
never heard
country.
of that.
It is so
I've
good.
never heard of that.
You got to try it now.
No, I'm on a diet, man.
When you're off the diet, you're trying it.
I'm on a diet as I drink my scotch.
When you're off the diet, you're gonna try it. I'm a
We'll
poet,
see.
and I didn't know it.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, so we're going to take a little break. We're getting into the middle of the first third. We're going to take a break because it is a minisode. We'll be back for the second third, the Tatuaje TAA exclusive for 2014.
Nice.
All right, and we are back for the second third of the Tatuaje TAA exclusive. And so far, that's
Tasty.
Yeah.
Tasty, not the pepper bomb I was expecting.
Usually you get a lot of pepper with Tatuajes. This one's really smooth, but it goes along with the same flavor profile that I got from the 10th anniversary, which was very smooth, a lot of leather, cocoa, but not a lot of spice.
But it's a tasty cigar, and it really does pair well with this pig's nut. It's very cool.
Yep,
Good combination. Lucked out in that one.
We did. We lucked out, yeah. Sometimes they don't, every once in a while you get a combination that just doesn't work, Like I've had cigars with a couple of wines, and I was like, it just didn't work. Every once in a while you get a wine that goes really well with a cigar, but, I tend to...
Well, it depends on the wine, and a lot of, obviously, that's a dumb statement, but red wine is the only kind of wine that really goes well with the cigar.
I agree.
A Chardonnay or a Pinot Grigio or...
You're going with a nice stout, like a medium to full-bodied cigar. I like the Pinot Grigio or like a Malbec or something like that.
Pinot Grigio? You like the sweet stuff? With
not Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir or a Malbec or even like a Cabernet Sauvignon, something that's got some tannin to it. Yeah, it's got some balls. That works really well with a good stout cigar.
I love Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir is awesome.
A good Pinot Noir is a thing of beauty.
It is.
And it's great.
And as I've said, I was a fan of it before Sideways.
Before Sideways, yes.
Not much before, about 6 months, ironically enough.
Exactly.
But that's a great movie.
It is a great movie. Paul Giamatti's awesome.
Awesome. How did he not get an Academy Award?
Worthy
How did he not get one? But Thomas Hayden Church got nominated.
Yeah, I know.
But he didn't get nominated.
Yeah.
What the fuck? It's because his dad banned Pete Rose from baseball.
There you go. Don't do those things.
Yes. Speaking of which, he's putting in for reinstatement to see if he can.
A commercial is hilarious.
Yeah, that was. You're not supposed to be in the hall, even in my own house. That was awesome.
That was a great commercial.
Oh, speaking of sports and comedy.
Okay.
One of my favorite shows of the '90s is coming back.
Oh yeah.
Coach. Loved Coach.
Craig T. Nelson. Getting back to the funny.
Yeah.
My wife has been watching Parenthood, and it's making me want to blow my brains out. I'll be glad to see him on TV being funny.
You know how he got started in the business?
How?
He was a writer for the Tim Conway Show.
Oh, really?
So he has comedy in his background, obviously.
Really? Yeah. I didn't know that. I did not know that.
I did not know that. We watched Arsenio Hall the other day. That was hilarious. Remember that?
Yeah.
So funny.
What the hell was that on?
Oh, Pedro brought his Netflix up here.
Oh, okay.
We were watching on Saturday Night Live. It was so funny. Anyway,
God.
Coach.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little different. So far, none of the original cast is scheduled to be on it.
Yeah.
It's a 13-episode run.
Well, besides Craig T. Nelson.
Well, yeah.
You have to have Craig.
They gave it a 13-episode run.
Okay.
And Craig T. Nelson's going to be on it. And the plot is, or the synopsis is, his son is now a head football coach at a small Ivy League college.
Okay.
And not doing well, so he hires his dad to come and help him out. So, be interesting.
That's interesting, yeah.
Yeah, and I loved that show. Were you a fan of it?
Yeah, it was a great show. I loved it.
I hope Jerry Van Dyke at least gets on every now and then. God, he was so funny.
He was freaking hilarious on that show, man. He got all the best.
I even liked Dauber. Dauber was funny. And I used to...
Patrick Starr from SpongeBob.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, it's funny. He still works, and you just don't know that he still works.
He was on How I Met Your Mother. He played what's his name? Jason Segel's dad.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to try it. This is impromptu, and I'm going to try it. But I used to could nail the Coach laugh.
Okay. That's pretty darn
close. Because it's kind of in the back of your throat.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
It just makes me laugh.
No, but I love that show, and I'm so glad it's coming back. And then another of my favorites is coming back. CBS, when Tom Selleck... Tom Selleck's the new Coster. We keep bringing Tom Selleck up all the time now.
Right.
But Tom Selleck, when he got Blue Bloods, CBS dropped the Jesse Stone movies.
Yeah.
It kind of pissed him off because he said, I'm not going to do Blue Bloods unless we keep doing Jesse Stone. But they nixed that idea.
Yeah.
So the Hallmark Channel has picked it up, and there's going to be a new Jesse Stone movie, I think at the end of summer.
It's not going to be all touchy-feely because it's Hallmark, is it?
It's going to be same feel, same
everything. A very special episode of Jesse Stone.
I'm drinking, and I miss my wife.
With a special guest appearance by Courtney Cox.
That would be cool.
Monica Geller.
She's got to be on a Jesse Stone. That would be awesome.
That would be cool.
You know, she was on one episode of Go On, that Matthew Perry show.
Yep, she was.
That was kind of cool.
She was.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
She played a crazy bitch.
She did play a crazy bitch, yeah. That show didn't get a fair shake, man. That was a good show.
It was a funny
It was
funny
a very
show.
funny
The
show.
sad thing is that, yes, okay, I loaned you the episodes, and the day you started watching it
was the day it got
The
canceled.
day it got canceled.
My wife and I got through like the first 2 episodes. We're like, that was good. You're like, it got canceled. I'm like, son of a bitch.
It sucks. That was a funny show.
That's because I liked it that it got canceled.
Wait,
yeah.
Did you go all the way through?
Yeah.
Because they ended it in a good way.
It felt like it was an ending. Yeah, it could have been easily the ending of the show.
Yeah.
But, it just got 1 season, whatever. But,
that sucks.
And oddly enough, Odd Couple doesn't seem to be. I saw 1 episode and then poof. So I guess it's gone.
He's going to be on The Fan tomorrow, so he's promoting it, so it must still be on.
Maybe it's gonna come back. I don't know. Dude, they're doing weird things with shows now.
Yeah.
Like I've noticed that, like, I guess it started with AMC where they'll split a season up and have like a 4-month break, and now a lot of shows are doing
24
that.
started that.
Yeah,
Do you remember that?
was
24 would go 12 episodes,
annoying.
and in 3 months, and you're like, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
it's so annoying.
Yeah.
But now all kinds of like stupid shows you wouldn't think would do that. Like my wife was a big Boy Meets World fan, and Girl Meets World came out, so she started watching that. And it's been like they got the first like 9 episodes out, and I was like, okay, I guess that's the end of the season. Then here comes 10 to 11, 12, and then like now they're just like it was like 3 months, and then episode 20 came out. I'm like, what the hell? Like, why is there between individual? There's 3 months between individual episodes. It's crazy.
Teen Wolf did that with I don't know season. I don't keep up with it that much, but
yeah,
no, I think it was 3. They had a season.
Yeah, you do. It was episode 3 of season.
Yes. Jill wasn't on that season 3, so I didn't watch that year. But I think they did 3A and 3B, and it was like 8 episodes in 3A, and that's how they label it on IMDb. Is season 3A and season 3B. Wouldn't it just be season 4, and then you just move that to season 5?
I know.
And, it's just
same thing with Walking Dead. I mean, it's like half a season, and you get the rest of the season, and then that's just annoying. I'm just glad they don't sell the freaking DVDs and Blu-rays that way.
Yeah, that would
split
suck.
the season up in 2 freaking discs.
That's how I watched the first season of 24. Was on DVD.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'd watch like the first 12 episodes and go to Blockbuster, get the next disc. It wasn't there. Like,
in my DVD days, I had like at least the first 4 seasons of 24 on DVD. And my wife was a big CSI fan, so we had like the first 9 seasons of CSI. I think we still have those. I think I sold the 24s. We kept the CSIs. Right, that's how you work in a fan. When you're married, it's like, well, you sell those and I'll sell mine. I'm gonna keep.
I want my 24.
She still has the Friends DVDs, the whole and you know what? It's a good thing too because they fucked up those Blu-rays.
Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah.
So the Friends DVDs were the director's cuts basically, so they were extra long with extra jokes, and some of the jokes didn't work, but a lot of them were really funny. And you're like, I'm surprised they cut that.
Why'd they cut that? Yeah.
And we're so used to seeing those episodes, and when we started watching them on Netflix, because it's the Blu-ray versions that are on Netflix. They're not. We're like, the joke wasn't there. We like, it's like just it sucks. I'm like, I'm glad I didn't buy those Blu-rays because that's bullshit.
They've been doing that for years. Because I remember as a kid, it was a Dick Van Dyke episode or something, and my mom's like, "Oh my god, I love this episode," and so we sit down and watch it, and they cut out the joke because back in the day they didn't have as many commercials. Now so they cut out stuff. She's like, well, what was the joke? She told me the joke. I'm like, why would you cut that out?
Yeah, and it's funny because they did the opposite on movies. When they would show movies on network television, they would end up cutting out the violence and the language, but add extra scenes that were on the cutting room floor. And some of those make it on the DVD, like the Star Trek, the Wrath of Khan had like all kinds of different subplots that didn't make it onto the film version, but they were on the television version. And I remember, some nerds asking about that at one of the conventions, and they're like, "Oh, they're going to be on the new Blu-ray or the new DVD," but they put it on the DVD, but not on the Blu-ray again. It's like, wow, because they had a whole subplot with Scotty's nephew being one of the crew members, and when he dies, he carries him in. And he's like, he stayed at his post, and that whole thing about him being his nephew wasn't in the theatrical version, but it's in the TV version. It makes a lot more sense because, why is he upset about one guy dying? We just lost like 20 crew members, Jeez. So I mean, sometimes it's leave it in there. Some of those scenes are worthy of being in the film. That's what I love about that Halloween thing. And I still keep that DVD because it's not on the Blu-ray either. Oh no, it is. No, it's just the DVD. Yeah. So the DVD had the theatrical cut, the director's the work print. It has a work print of it, which is really long. It's like almost 2 hours. And then it has the TV version, which is basically the TV version had a whole subplot about them being brother and sister, and she goes to visit him at the insane asylum and stuff like that.
They had that in that?
Yeah, that was in the TV version of it. And then more stuff about Loomis interviewing him as a kid and all the, how he saw him and stuff. And so that was in the TV version. What they did on the DVD, which was really cool, is they took the TV version, all the extra TV scenes, and cut it into the theatrical cut, so it's still got all the violence and the blood, but with the extra footage. It's really cool.
That's awesome.
So, and then they didn't do it on Blu-ray. It's like, nice, guys. Good job.
That's stupid.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
Lame-o.
Yeah,
lame-o. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. You ever watched the TV version?
Yeah.
There's an extended, that airplane scene, that's extended, man.
Yep.
How much he's annoying Steve Martin.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the only part I can really remember they extended in it, but they always show that on the TV version. So I rarely watch TV versions. If it's Halloween, I'll just put in the DVD.
Yeah.
If it's Thanksgiving, I'll just put in the DVD of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. You know,
Yeah.
I rarely watch the TV version. I know I've seen the TV Halloween. I just don't remember much about it.
I'll let you borrow it.
Okay.
It's cool. I think they may have, on the special Super Duper Blu-ray that came out with all of them, I think they may have extended it to the TV version. I'm not sure.
I want that Friday the 13th thing. Even if we have to go in halves on it.
Me too.
Want it.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take another break. We're in the second third here. Kind of more of the same. Really hasn't changed a whole lot. Not as spicy as it started out. It's kind of leveled off on the spice. Still got a lot of earth, a little bit of cocoa. It's mostly like earthy spice right now, but it's more of a baker spice, not really a pepper spice.
No pepper. Yep.
We'll be back for the last third of the Tatuaje TAA exclusive.
Minisode.
All right, we're back for the last third of the Tatuaje TAA, and mine has split to high heaven on me. It's fallen apart, unfortunately.
Mine is beginning to.
And it's
But I knew mine was dry when I started.
Yeah, mine wasn't. Mine was in my humidor at 65 RH for a good while, so I don't know. It was hot today, though, and these were in the car.
It's been very dry.
It has, so that might be why. I mean, you got to take care of your cigars, whether or not it's...
Mine was in a travel humidor, but it was hot today.
Yeah.
The last 2 days.
It was, 80-something, and then it's 90 in your car, so that happens. So try not to keep cigars in your car if you can. That'll kill a good cigar. Kill it in your car pretty quick.
I had some blue ice things.
Oh, the little cold things?
Yeah.
Chill packs?
But they've been sitting in my car.
Yeah.
So I put them in the freezer this morning, so tomorrow I won't have that
So use
problem.
that to keep your cigars
Yeah,
cool.
keep my
Yeah, I do
cigars
that
cool,
too. Yeah. When I have my cooler, my big cooler, I put things at the bottom, and then I put cedar sleeves on top of that, and then I put all my cigars on.
There you go. That works.
Keep it cool.
Yeah.
Yep. And I was like, I'm going to keep sandwiches in there too. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I've got to start making sandwiches.
And my cigars do taste kind of hammy. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't do that. But
why does this cigar taste like tuna?
Right. Cigar's kind of fishy. A little fish note to it.
Picking up a little cod.
God, that would be a horrible taste to get on a cigar. A little tunny, a little fishy, a little eely. Yeah, don't wrap cigars in
tuna.
Yeah, tuna or what's that stuff they put on sushi? The seaweed.
Oh yeah,
cigar wrapped in seaweed. That'd be awful. Don't do that.
And don't roll it in rice and stuff like that.
No, don't make a sushi cigar.
Yeah. That would be bad.
That'd be bad. That'd be
Your
bad.
estate comes out with the sushi.
The sushi. It's aged in fine tuna in a barrel that held sardines. We've aged the cigars in there. Nice salty cigar experience.
That's great. Oh look, boy.
Wow, dude.
Just out of nowhere because it had been fine. It had been fine.
Well, still very tasty. Even with I'm smoking I'm smoking it through. I don't care.
You're smoking the hell out of it. So that's what you're about to say.
I'm smoking the hell out of it. I'm smoking through it. Smoke through and that's what you do. Something when you get a good cigar and you're enjoying it. If it splits on you, you know what?
Just
smoke
keep going.
it. It's still gonna smoke just fine. You might, drop a little ash on you or something every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
A good cigar is worth it. And this is a good cigar. It's tasty.
Okay, so I don't watch this. Sorry, hiccups. I don't watch this show.
Okay.
I heard Game of Thrones is about to come back on.
Yes, it is. I'm very excited about that.
Are you?
Yep. Because there's usually a lot of boobs on there.
Are they?
It's been less and less boobs every season. It's like the first season, like everybody's getting naked. It's like boobarama.
Yeah,
and then the second season, it's like, I'm not showing my boobs anymore, so she's got to show her boobs.
I got a better contract, so now I'm not showing my boobs.
So now I'm not showing my boobs. I've got to do a Disney movie now, so I'm not showing my boobs. So yeah, it's just they keep getting new blood, new boobs, which is fine.
New blood, new boobs.
Yeah.
It's a new show.
New blood. That should be a show. Every
new
season.
Blood,
new boobs. That should be a catch line. Right. Game of Thrones, new blood, new boobs.
Season premiere on Thursday.
Watching on HBO to go. HBO Go's pretty cool. You ever messed with that? Yeah, I shouldn't say this. Yeah, I'll say it. What the hell? So if you have an HBO Go, you get HBO Go for free on your iPad or whatever, and you can give that code to other people, and they can watch it too, even if they don't have HBO.
Kind of like Netflix.
Yes. So a friend of mine gave me his HBO code, and I gave him my Amazon code.
Nice.
Yeah, my wife's like, "Who the hell's watching this?" He's like, "He's a big Elton John fan." So he's like, "Elton John, Elton John, Elton John, Elton John."
Nothing wrong with being an Elton John fan.
I know.
Oh man.
So yeah.
Okay. So hey. Interesting concert stuff I wanted to talk to you about. Okay. So the Who's doing their 50th tour anniversary.
Yep, they are.
50th year anniversry tour. The Stones are coming in town.
They are. I've seen
Diamond's coming in town.
I'm talking. You have tickets to that.
I'm going to get tickets.
Okay.
I'm gonna tickets.
All right. Too expensive.
Barry Manilow's last tour is now, and he's not coming to Dallas, so that sucks. But he's saying he's never been one that says this is my last tour. So if he says this is his last tour,
is he going to Houston now?
No, he's not coming to Texas.
Damn. What the hell?
So anyway,
Barry?
if you notice, these people are all old. They've all been around. They were people from our youth that we used to listen to, and sometimes still do. So of the three that I mentioned, who would you most rather see based on how they sound now? And
I don't know how they sound now. I know the Stones sound like crap, and I saw them already, so I'm good with that.
Neil sounds fine.
Neil sounds fine?
He sounds fine.
I'd like to see Neil.
Yeah.
I would see. I had more connection with Neil Diamond as a kid than I did Barry Manilow. I like Barry Manilow, and since you've been showing me stuff, like I really respect the guy and all, but I think I know more Neil Diamond. I'd be able to sing along with Neil Diamond and stuff.
Well, Barry's not coming in here anyway. So
so fuck you, Barry.
Yeah, fuck off, Barry.
Dickhead.
I think of the four of the people that I know, this could be their last tours why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah.
Stones always say they're gonna.
They'll tour to their. Yeah. They'll probably tour as friggin' virtual versions of themselves.
It'll be Weekend at Bernie's. Touring.
Exactly.
They'll be dead and they'll be propped up and playing their records.
Yeah.
But I know Roger Daltrey can't sing
at all
anymore.
He can't sing at all.
And
He's horrible. Yeah.
I think that would be more depressing. It'd be cool to go and say, "Hey, I was at their 50th tour, 50th anniversary tour."
I tell you what,
but he can't sing.
Led Zeppelin, if they decide to get back together and tour, I will go see that because there was a thing floating around on Sirius. They had basically Led Zeppelin reunion with everybody except for the guitarist. Shit. How could I forget the guitarist for Led Zeppelin?
Jimmy Page?
Jimmy Page wasn't there.
How do you forget?
Yeah, I know, right? Just went bloop right on my head.
So I'm looking at you like, are you really asking me this
Jimmy
question?
Page was not there, but Jack White stood in for him, and it was awesome. And freaking Plant was hitting the notes. I'm like, dude,
was he? 'Cause I heard he can't sing anymore.
He was singing. He was singing well, yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, and my dad came over to help my mom move, and he's like going through his phone. I'm like, let me see your phone. So I grab his phone. I'm like looking at his contacts. He's got Robert Plant in there, and who was this sports guy? Ah, shit. Some other sports guy that's like local.
Earl Campbell?
Earl Campbell? Might have been Earl Campbell. I don't know. He had some other sports guys like, you son of a bitch. Like, give me that phone. Look at the call Robert Plant right now. He's like, no.
Yeah, when you have a little in with a celebrity, you really don't want to lose
have it fucked up. Exactly. You don't want to have it fucked up.
Exactly.
I'm like, damn it.
Well, this is just a story. And I'm Facebook friends with Jill. So if how you pull up Facebook and on the chat line, post everyone that's online. One night, fucking Nate was standing next to my laptop, and he saw that Jill was on there. He started trying to private message her, and I'm like, no, I'm like, no, I don't want to lose that connection. It's not a big connection, but it's a connection. I don't want to lose it.
Yep.
Don't want to abuse
trying to be a horn dog, going, I like your boobs,
and it's been under my name, so
exactly,
thanks. Appreciate it,
that'd be bad news. Yeah. Yes, sir. Working it. We're working it. That's Matt.
We're
by
almost
the way.
done. Hi,
you can see Matt's shoulder if you're watching the video version of it.
So you can't call Robert Plant on your dad's phone.
But I wanted to. I was drunk. God, who was the? It was a sports guy. It was the sports guy that I told you that I played with his kids when I was a kid in Corpus Christi, and he signed a football for me. That's Bob Lilly and I can't remember now.
You meant Tony Dorsett, but he doesn't have a Corpus Christi background at all.
No, but he was there with friends and
oh, okay, gotcha.
Visiting. I played with
Tony Dorsett. Okay, cool.
So that's Tony Dorsett. Yeah, he's got Tony Dorsett in his phone.
I want Dorsett's number.
Yeah,
Dorsett knows me.
Yeah, exactly.
He knows me, and I want him on the show. That would be great.
That would be great. We'll abuse that one, but we want to abuse for our plan.
He's just Tony Dorsett.
It's just
my favorite player of all time, but he is still just Tony Dorsett. But and we need to get him soon because he's starting to suffer.
Yeah.
From the injuries. So.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, he had a great interview with him, and my cousin has the tape and lost it. God, I'm pissed.
That sucks.
So pissed.
So last third, very tasty. Definitely picking up in the. It's falling apart, but it's picking up in the strength. It's getting spicier, definitely on the retrohale, and a lot of earthy notes, a lot of cocoa notes, a little bit of. Actually, I'm getting a little bit of.
I've got some cedar.
Licorice-y kind of thing going on for me.
Do you? I don't. I'm getting some cedar, little hints of cedar.
Tasty. Tatuaje puts out a good product, man.
May 1st through the 3rd here in Dallas is Texas Frightmare Weekend, and we recommend you go highly. It's a lot of fun. We're going to be there, not at booths. We'll just be walking around, but you can probably see
doing interviews and whatnot, yeah.
And that'll be fun.
It will be a blast, and they keep adding people to the list. So
do they?
Yeah, they keep adding people to the list, which is real cool. So
cool. The Circus of the Dead people are not going to be there. We said at one point that they were, so I keep wanting to say that they're not.
Yep.
So,
but there'll be plenty of good people to meet and lots of good cosplayers to have fun with, and it'll just be a good time. And the beer flows, man. The beer flows.
It does.
Yep.
You have to buy it, but
I need to talk to Thor and see if he can get us
Get Thor to give us some
those
free
the cups. The cups. They have those cups. It's like refillable. Like, give me the cups, man.
Exactly.
We got interview prowess to go up. We got to get drunk.
Okay, I like to pull the curtain back on some stories sometimes.
Okay.
This is kind of a short story.
All right.
So we got to pick up our press passes last year.
Yeah.
And you were late.
Yeah, I was.
And so it was just me and Nate. And so they're going down the list. We're not on the list.
Mm.
So we're going down this other list. We're not on this list.
Mm.
So she's calling Thor. Lloyd is his real name.
Yeah.
It's
Spelled weird, though.
It's a reach back around.
4 letters.
It's a reach back around from a while ago.
Yeah.
And so we're like, what the fuck? So I'm calling Billy, and he's not answering the phone because it's so loud in there. He couldn't hear the phone. And I'm like, what the fuck? So then finally the one girl goes, well, look in the media folder. Oh, I didn't know there was a media folder. And they looked in there, and there were our passes. And that's a panic moment. You're like, what the fuck? We don't have passes? We were told we had passes.
Yikes.
And they don't give away a lot of media passes.
No, they don't.
We were only one of 3 groups of media people that got to go last year. So that's cool.
Yep.
And we thank you, Lloyd/Thor.
Yes.
And
I'm calling you Thor if I meet you.
And Billy Pond for hooking us up with
very much so.
Lloyd.
Yes.
Absolutely. And I'm dying to see the new cut.
Yeah, I know. We need to
back.
contact Billy and see if we can get a copy of that somewhere. So
He's waiting for distribution, which is supposed to happen soon. So good luck, Billy.
Good luck, Billy. So we're going to go ahead and cut it off because we are in a minisode here. But Tasty Stick, if you can find them, get them. They are kind of rare out there. You got to find a TAA store to get them. But they are very tasty. So as always, it has been great smoking with you.
See you later, Brandon.
See you later, Randy.